Yeah, it's definitely it's good shit. I want to hold you up, so yeah,
No,
definitely
it's
good
all
shit.
good. Yeah, man. So right now I'm just getting into it, but this is Mayor Johnson, man, of Chicago, and they went up and they started asking him about, the Juneteenth historical. Like it's historical that every Juneteenth they have a shooting in Chicago, a big shooting, one that I would even call a mass shooting. Like they talk about it with the schools and everything like that, but I think these are mass shooters when you go out and you have these type of violent acts and you're shooting at this many people. Grandma's houses is getting hit, things like that. And the first thing he did is started blaming Trump. It started talking about, oh well, Biden gave us the guidance on the gun, basically taking away the guns off the streets, and the program for that. And he started praising Biden while dissing Trump because his city is going through hell and
Yeah.
violent as hell. So we haven't really finished a video for it, so there's still more to get into it. But I just want to catch you up a little bit so you can kind of hear,
Okay.
be up to note on what's going on whenever we get there. Susan Elizabeth says Mark Williams, the current definition of Democrats. That's a fact. Most Democrats. Cherry says what ignorance looks like. Your citizens can't stand you representing them. That's exactly true. I don't understand how people are even still living in Chicago. I would have left Chicago. It's too violent. For real. It's too much shit going on. You can't even have a weapon there. Like you can't even defend yourself. Like I don't mind living in a violent area if I know I can have my rights to have my firearm, be able to defend myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My guy used to live in Chicago, and that was one of the reasons he left that motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. I don't blame you. Like that's why all the people, everybody gets out of there. Once you get a little bit of money, you get out of that environment, your life starts doing better. Like G Herbo, Lil Bibby, all the rappers from Chicago, they get out.
Oh,
Chief Keef, he went out and moved to California.
yeah.
They leaving that area because it's too much going on there.
I mean, but
And this
Chief Keef
mayor,
kind of he's maturing.
yeah,
He's not the
yeah,
same guy he was when he was introduced to the world. So
that's true.
good
That's
for him.
true. Yeah, that's how they all started to be because some of them, they were actually and that's the difference between a lot of the people who are in this culture now. A lot of them, they just decide to be sheep and they follow what everybody else is doing and they don't really need to live that life. You see the people who actually had to live that life, make a way from rapping, they get out of it and you don't hear about them again like that on that type of note. You hear about good things. They're doing some big moves, making different moves. They're not trying to be in the streets, shooting
Speaking
at people.
of, you see Shine down there, and I want to say in Panama. He's the
Sean and
goddamn mayor now.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah,
I'll
because
have to
he
check
got
that out.
after he got out of prison, they exported him or deported him out of America back to I
Yeah,
want to say he's from Panama. And he said down there he changed his life around and started doing
yeah.
for the community, and they voted him in as mayor. I was like, that's dope.
That's what I'm saying. That shows you the difference between them. Some of them they just want to do it because it's cool to do. Some of them they're really trying to make a way. They make a way and they go clean. Well, hopefully they go clean. You
Right.
know, hopefully we're not doing a video on him in about 2 years. But
No, we can only hope at this point.
we
We
can
wish the
only hope,
best.
man. We need some type of positive figure in the community. Larry Lena said this mayor has extremely low IQ. Kathy says mayor is a dummy. I agree. Let's get back into this video real quick. Kind of sidetrack real quick. Had to bring in Dez, do a little intro right quick. Let's get back into this.
Organization and organizing apparatus has.
So just to be clear, you're not against their suggestion?
I'm saying that this has been an ongoing fight for this group for some time through multiple administrations. And there is a precedent that's been established at the federal level, particularly, again, what the Biden-Harris administration did. So I'm going to continue to explore pathways in which the office that I created of community safety can work in conjunction with what this organizing apparatus is calling for.
Great. Your deputy mayor for community safety, Manuel Andre, now on the job. How would you say in the few weeks that he's been in that position, how would you say the city's response to violence has improved with him leading that office over his predecessor?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm leading the efforts to build the safest, most affordable big city in America. Much like all of my deputy mayors, I'm always in constant communication with them. Their job ultimately is to carry out my vision. And what I am grateful for is that we have strong public servants that recognize their role in building the safest, most affordable big city in America.
Mayor Johnson.
This man said, he said building the safest, most affordable big city in America.
Delusional.
They don't even take care of their cops. Come on now. Frank says, when you run your city on socialist principles, the only ones taking care of their business leave. Oh, the ones taking care of their business leave. The hood rats take over. That's a fact. They start taking over then.
That is true.
Here's Dez's man, why is he doing this to me? Here's Dez real quick. If y'all want to check him out on YouTube, this is stuff right here.
Yes, sir.
Check him
We
out.
are
Yo.
simulcasting right now, so I'm broadcasting to my YouTube and my Facebook as well. So
Same thing. Y'all can check me out at Unfiltered Logic as well. Unfiltered Logic 001 on YouTube. Timothy Taylor says, I'm from Chicago. Mayor Brandon Johnson is a puppet for the teachers union and whatever Democratic Party asks him to do. See, I already know that, man. I've been paying attention to Mayor Johnson for a little minute, man. It's been crazy what he's been able to get away with. And nobody's called for any type of consequence on him. He brushes off everything. He told the people in Chicago that he didn't care about what they had to say. He stopped listening to the people.
Yeah,
in the middle of the city.
I remember that.
I'm like, what the hell is going on?
He's like, we have an agenda and we're going along with our agenda. So he said it plainly.
Yeah. Hey, and in this video, he finna get mad at one of these reporters here in a second too. We're gonna have to see that. Is this your people, Ramus Falker?
Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate you, bro. What's up, Hook? He said the safest city in the world.
Facts, safest city. Man. And then you got your boy right here, Xavius. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. That's your boy?
Yeah,
Xavius. Yeah, appreciate y'all joining in, tapping into the show. Let's get back into this real quick, Dez. Let's see what else this joker got to say, man. This clown of a mayor.
Last week, I sat in this very seat and I warned you that Juneteenth is historically one of the most violent days for whatever reason in the city of Chicago. You dismissed that. I asked you if Donald Trump, the president of the United States, if you would reach out to him for some kind of help or assistance. Again, you dismissed that. You said that you're the mayor, right? You said that Donald Trump was a massive failure or something to that effect. And now we have seen the results. 40 plus people shot, a dozen plus people murdered in the city of Chicago on Juneteenth, the weekend with the Obama Library and all the other wonderful things happening. And
look at his face.
The people of Chicago, the real people, are asking me.
And this reporter is getting on his ass, bro. You can't tell me like whoever this reporter is. I don't know who this reporter is, but I need to find out, and I need to see what type of mission he's on, because maybe I need to be following who he's asking questions to. He's grilling this dude.
That's that motherfucker look right there. You motherfucker.
You say you really gonna try to call me out right here, right now? Right now? Hey, he look at him. He look at him like, there go the white man. Trying to call the brother out. There go the white man. You know it's about Juneteenth weekend too. Of course, the white man gonna call the brother out. That's how he looking right there. That's crazy. That's hilarious, man.
Who's your boy from the national news, the National Action Network? This man should not be here. He is doing something that is disrespectful.
Hey, don't worry. He about to try to kick him out right now. Watch this. He's going to get into it.
If you are aware, if you're even paying attention, if you're the massive failure, perhaps you're the massive failure in this equation and not the president, who, by the way,
William is
has reached out.
Thank you for your
The president of the
question.
United States has reached out again.
Well, thank you for your question.
Donald Trump has said
So
he's willing to help.
what
Will
you're
you
asking-
at long last accept his support?
I appreciate you
Well, if
taking
you
some
let me
time.
ask the question. I do
You
want-
have. You said
Okay.
that real
Will you
people of
accept his help
Chicago.
now?
Well, you asked two questions. Then.
No.
Your first question was, just want to make sure that I'm repeating what you said.
Okay.
Your
My
first
best.
question was centered around, and it's a very lousy attempt of what you're trying to conflate. But your first question was essentially around who takes responsibility, right? And then your
Right.
second question is the help that's needed from the federal government.
You think he's going to take responsibility?
Oh,
Y'all
no.
let me know in the chat. Y'all think this dude about to take responsibility? He just said, who needs responsibility? Let's see if he's going to answer the question. I don't know if he's going to. I don't remember, honestly. I only seen this real quick.
So I'll answer both of them. And so, look, it's very clear that as it relates to community safety, that the President of the United States of America has done nothing to help secure safe communities across this country. He's done nothing to do that. In fact, if you look specifically at his so-called Black agenda, he has not delivered on one promise. You can't say that you believe in creating safe communities and then literally undermine all of the efforts that create safer communities. That's why he's a failure. It's not just he's just a failure. He's a doty individual, right? And so because of that, to answer your first question, the responsibility, of course, is on all of us. Here's a responsibility that I continue to take. Driving a community safety plan that removes guns from the streets of Chicago, driving a community safety plan that actually invests in the communities that this president refuses to invest in, driving a community safety plan that ensures that our local police department has the tools that they need to ultimately hold people accountable is why we have seen positive trends. Now, of course, there's more work to be done. That work is not going to be accomplished.
So they seen positive trends in Chicago. Where's my boy that lives in Chicago down here in the chat? I just seen somebody say they live in Chicago. Let me see.
It does fall on the mayor and the city council.
Let me see.
And he was quick to toss that out there too. Like,
Yeah, it sure do.
not take no responsibility.
Timothy Taylor. Hey, let me know. Has it gotten any better in Chicago? Let me know, because I haven't heard anything about it getting better in Chicago. I've been seeing Chicago on the news twice a week, every week, 3 times on a hot week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't seen exactly, man. And it's hold up. Frank, that's not the president's job. That falls on the mayor and the city council. That is a fact. Frank, you are right. He knows that. See, like, the mayor knows that. But here's the thing. A lot of these Black Democrats take a page out of Obama's book. And what they do is they give you a whole bunch of word salad, and then they blame somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't recognize it as much whenever it was Obama, because it was one of the first times we've really seen it the way that he did it. But now that all of them are copying the same thing and they're not as good as him at doing it, you see this here, and then you see people getting called out for doing the same playbook. And I believe that's the playbook they're telling them to do. You know what I'm saying?
You know what else I picked up on?
Higher ups.
He said Trump didn't make no effort to secure the community. It's like, I remember watching Trump specifically say, hey, I don't want to enforce my military on y'all. I want to work with y'all. Y'all just have to let me work with y'all. And he was like, no,
exactly.
we don't want y'all here. We'll take care of it. We got it. And Trump was like, all right, I'll back off, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not as bad as y'all say I am. And they still kept saying, he's trying to send his military here. And he's like, no, I'm trying to work with y'all.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, no, sanctuary cities, we'll protect you. We'll protect you. And I was actually going to bring up that video next, too. Timothy Taylor says Chicago has had 2 black mayors in a row because white people in Chicago do not trust Latino or Asian mayor over government contracts. Okay. Yeah, that is true. Y'all have had 2 black mayors in a row, and they've screwed y'all both times. I don't know what's going on there.
The last one was an educator too, wasn't he?
What's that?
The last one was an educator too, wasn't he?
I
know he's an educator, and I believe the last one was an educator.
I believe he was. I forget for sure, but I believe he was. And they do the same thing every time. They don't care about any of these people. They write off salaries to different people on their team.
Yeah.
That's it. They bring in a whole bunch of equity and inclusion hires, and
that's the money game. They create a problem. Tell you the problem is within you. You're a victim, and we can help you. And we're going to get the government to give us money so we can help you. And then they continue to tell you you're a victim, so they can get more government money for this new.
So we can all run in the Victim Olympics and win the trophy. Hey, look, we selling popcorn and salted peanuts and all that shit in the audience. Just pull up to the Victim Olympics.
Right.
Colin E. Parsons says Democrats don't like blacks. They use them as pawns. Finally, people are waking up. They've been using, and that was one thing growing up is everybody was like, no, Democrats are for black people. If you're black, you have to be a Democrat. They're the only ones who care about you. The Republicans, they don't like you. They're racist, yada, yada, yada. And then, mind you, I grew up in Texas, born and raised here. Grew up and realized, it's actually the opposite. The Democrats are the ones that hate everybody but claim to love you. And the Republicans, they don't like anybody who aren't with their beliefs. But if you're with their beliefs, they're like, hey, look, we're embracing you. You put America, God, and your family first, we embrace you. You see the people on the left, you have to absolutely agree with everything they say. On the right, you don't have to be agreeable with everything. You just got to have the basic morals, and you good. We all good. We can have our differences and talk it out. Not the Democrats.
But remember, if you didn't vote for Biden, you ain't black.
Hey, and that's what happened. See, I used to be your color, bro, but then I didn't vote for Biden, and they took half my blackness away, bro. They took half of it, man. You must have voted for Biden.
I did. Let my mom convince me to vote for Biden.
That's what it is. That's how you still got your pigment. They took away half my black card when I didn't vote for Biden and I voted for Trump.
Oh, man.
Biden himself came down and took my black card. I said, damn, can I at least keep half? He said, all right, but you better vote for me next time. Or for Crooked Kamala.
Good thing he forgot, huh?
Hey, he forgot. Hey, look. He was going to come take the other card away, but you heard when he fell up the stairs?
Man. Hey, I told mom that. She was like, he didn't fall up those stairs. I was like, yeah. They have video of this man falling upstairs at 80 years old.
Facts.
Impossible, right?
I ain't never fell up no stairs.
That is a feat. I give him that. That is a feat. Well, I don't think I can do that at my age.
Thanks. He doing it at 80. Miguel Perez says they're like slumlord maniacs. That's a fact. Especially in these cities and counties. They're really bad there. They're bad on a high level, but like when they get a hold of a big city, boy, they just get to making some shit go. I'm going to let you respond to your boy right there.
That's my guy. Yeah, we talk about this all the time, man. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, you say if you didn't vote for Biden, but yeah,
facts. Yeah, because like we let Biden, the white man, say that, and people roll with it. Like, yeah, he's right. If you don't vote for Biden, you're not black. Like, what?
Look, we need to. Hey, allegedly, there's a class action lawsuit for all the people who got their blackness stripped away from them whenever they didn't vote for Biden.
I should have voted for who was that at the time? Hillary? No, it wasn't
Hillary,
Hillary.
Hillary
it
and
wasn't
Trump.
who
Whenever against Biden.
It was Trump. It was
Yeah,
Trump. I should have voted for Trump.
Yeah, Trump ran like 4 times in a row, 3 times in a row. You know, he ran against 4 different people in three times running. You know,
he said he gonna get it one way or another. I'm gonna get in.
Yeah, because you know he ran against Hillary, he beat Hillary, and then he ran against Biden, he lost to Biden, and then ran against Biden again, and then beat Kamala. You know, so
that's the craziest history right there.
Which is so crazy because she never even got elected in.
Yeah, that's a 3-on-1 when you think about it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But Frank Randall says, I have nothing against black mayor. I don't think anyone should be elected based on the shade of their skin. It should at least go to someone willing to really do the job, not just throw out accusations. It seems like you don't have to like me as long as you hate him. Exactly. I agree. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. It shouldn't be about the color of your skin. It should be about the character of the person, what they do, the things that they add in and put value into the community, into the environment. That's what I'm talking about.
The different part of that is, like, what basically saying is you don't have to like me as long as you hate him, and you don't have to do your job good as long as you hate him. Exactly. That's a fact. You don't even have to do anything right. As long as you hate Donald Trump, they're voting for you. They're with you. They love you. They will parade what you're doing. But what's crazy is in Chicago, you are seeing a lot of black people go out there and talk at the council meetings and speak up. Yeah, they got a real move up there. Yeah. Speaking of what we were just touching on, what we were just saying a second ago, you see what's going on in New York?
Boy.
That's just what we're saying. You don't have to be good. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to know what you're talking about. Makes sense. As long as you hate him,
Trump's name every 5 speeches.
Trump.
every other 5 speeches, you gotta say something bad about Trump, and you good. You good.
I could probably win a mayor seat in New York.
Bro, I'm about to be Abbott governor of Texas. I'm about to just go out there and bash Trump. And then as soon as I get in office, I'll be like, trick you, bitch. Trick you, bitch. We Republicans. About to just go out there and say that I don't like Trump the whole time, bash every Republican out here. And I'm going to win. Man. And I'm going to be in. Y'all going to vote for me, chat? I know my Unfiltered Logic family going to vote for me, man. But just don't get offended when I bash Trump for it.
Democrat in name, Republican in policy.
Facts. Democrat name, Republican policy. Miguel Perez says they're racist hustlers. Yeah, the Democrats are always on that race-based stuff. Not the class action. Facts. Need class action for the Biden who's stripping.
That's how they got the power.
Man.
Through the racial politics.
Yeah. Killer Hillary.
Hey, my guys don't like when we talk about Hillary on the or the Clintons.
Boy,
they censor me.
A lot of people like Hillary. I ain't even gonna lie. I thought Hillary might have beat Trump like back then when they were running.
Hillary
almost beat. It felt like Hillary was gonna beat Trump for a minute because a lot of people
they did give you that feeling. Yeah. I knew the moment she said she was running against him, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but see, now it's almost like once you start hearing people talk like, yeah, she's definitely gonna win, you know they're gonna lose. You see that with see that with Hillary, you see that with Kamala, you see that with Jasmine Crockett. Soon as those women, the liberal women, get too confident and they vote, they like, oh yeah, we gonna win for sure. You know they're gonna lose. You just know they lost now.
You know what it is? And I hate to say it, but like with Hillary. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, our country is elected, the officials anyway, the major players are elected by the established white male bureaucracy.
Yeah.
That's what Hillary was really going up against. That's what Kamala was really going up against, not Donald Trump. They were going up against the guys who run the country. And those are the established white male bureaucracy.
they wasn't going against them. They was running with them. They was getting tricked by them. Like, that's the thing. Like, they wasn't going against no type of system or anything like that. They was running with it. They was being pawns to it. And the whole thing was, see, Obama was, I'm not even gonna get too big into that. I'm gonna start talking conspiracy theories and some whole other shit. But there's people behind the scenes pulling the strings for those people. Like Kamala Harris can't think out of a paper bag. How you think that she was gonna actually be the president? She didn't say not one policy the whole time she was running. One policy she was running on. Every time they was, all right, okay, so seriously, what policy are you gonna run on? Well, Donald Trump. I'm like, bruh, like, how do you start off every sentence like that?
The one that got me is when Brett Bauer, he asked her, what everything going on with Israel right now, Ukraine. But what are the plans if you take office? She said, well, things are moving, and with things in motion, things are going to be moving. I said, this lady's going to fucking lose.
Hey,
He's going to fucking lose.
She sound like she undercover in the FBI or something. Like she playing. I think the neighbors think I'm selling dope in the background or some shit. She don't want to tell you what's going on. Like,
even I know if you're not going to answer it directly like that, you talk about something that you know.
You call it like you just make like, and that's one thing the Democrats learn on how to put a word salad out there. But they don't learn how to direct it as something that fucking matters
at all.
Like, how are you still talking about other people when we asking, what are you going to do? It's just crazy. But we're not even going to get into that too much because she lost.
Donald Trump dropped 4 bombs in Israel, or Iran.
Hey, right.
What's that got to do with my fucking food? Like, my groceries went up 30 cents yesterday.
For real. Yesterday. Timothy Taylor says Chicago
wait till we get to the war shit, till we talk about the war shit. Can we talk about this economy shit?
For real. Timothy Taylor says Chicago will never flip red again until the Republican Party sends someone to every single polling station to assure Democrats not throwing Republican votes in the garbage. Yeah, I agree, man. And that's why they're so scared of voter ID. That's why they're so scared of the Save America Act. Frank Randall. That would win you the Valley, El Paso and Austin anyway. Miguel Perez, Obama and Big Mike. Big Mike. All right, let's hear the rest of what he has to say. He about to try to kick this reporter out, y'all. It's going to be hilarious.
Accomplished through social media. The failure of this administration is that he is more interested in tweeting or posting evil and inhumane projections of people and our humanity than he is actually willing to put money into the very communities that he's
talking about money again.
Ostensibly offers some degree of care for. But the fact of the matter is this: there's no administration in this city that has contributed more to keeping people safe. Is there more work to be done? Absolutely. Has this president undermined our work? He most certainly has. Again, this is an individual that is more interested in removing voting rights protections. He's more interested in calling for investigations or reducing the ability to investigate civil rights violations, right? It's not just simply about his abject failure. It's about his overwhelming interest in coordinating the upward transfer of wealth into the hands of the ultra rich at the expense of everyday people. That's what he has failed to do, because, well, that's what he has done. His failure, of course, is in defunding the very efforts that ultimately can keep people safe.
Thank you.
This man said all that to say is Trump's fault.
You've already asked 2 questions.
Most of that
You've
was
asked 2 questions. Nope.
Look at this.
You call the police a sickness. You say that incarcerating violent repeat offenders is some kind of race.
You can talk as long as you want. You've asked your 2 questions already, and I've answered both of them.
You interrupt.
No, you've asked 2 questions.
I also have civil rights. I have freedom of speech. I have freedom.
Well, you can just free yourself on out of here, because I'm not answering anything else from you. You've already asked 2 questions, and your time is done. So go ahead. Finish.
The United States, the city of Chicago is down 2,000 police officers under your administration, and yet you have 150 some police officers on your security detail. If Chicago's so safe, why not release some of those police officers back onto the streets where they can help real Chicagoans?
You're done. Thank you. Jim.
He said, you holding me accountable. You gonna ask me why I got 150 police officers on my staff, on my security detail? You're done. Get the hell out. Well, you ain't gonna question me. You said 2,000 less police officers under my administration? Nah, you're not getting an answer from that. Well, you must have made your mind the wrong way. I ain't gonna answer you today.
A lot of people do not realize that, Frank.
Man.
That's why they hate billionaires.
Frank said, does this idiot not realize rich people start companies that hire other people that make them richer? Exactly. Man, that's hilarious. So we didn't got to hear what he had to say, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this situation. I'm about to pull up. I want to show you guys what happened just a few years ago when Trump addressed this situation and wanted to, lend a helping hand. Because I could have sworn I remember a time where Trump was most definitely trying to come help him out.
Yeah, I remember it vividly.
Yeah. Don't even worry. Let's see.
He said the look on that man is killing him. Hey, that's what I said, man. The look on that man's face, man.
Frank said, makes me glad I have to drive 2 days to even get to Chicago. Well, I wouldn't be driving to Chicago at all. I'll drive right past it. One go through it. One go over it. Must go around it. Shit. Let me see. I swear I had the video pulled up.
I got like 5 different screens going, and they are all different times.
What's that?
I have 5 different screens on, monitoring the show and chats and shit. And they're all in different spots, man. It's crazy. That's why y'all see me in my head just going.
Looking around.
Hell yeah. That need to make me an eye appointment, man. I need I can see the letters, but I can't make them out like I used to. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man.
You going blind on me, Dez?
I am going. I'm losing some eyesight, man. I'm getting old.
Man, you just got to eat a couple more carrots. You'll be all right.
I got some in the garden right now. They growing
there
real
you go.
nice.
There you go, man. So look, this is Trump right here talking about how he wanted to send troops to Chicago. This was just 9 months ago, y'all.
President Trump says he's sending in the National Guard to crack down on crime in Chicago, that it's only a matter of when.
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in.
It comes after a violent Labor Day weekend in Chicago. At least 58 people shot, 8 killed.
If the governor of Illinois would call me up, I would love to do it. Now, we're going to do it anyway.
But Illinois Governor J.D. Pritzker says Chicago doesn't want or need the National Guard, saying Trump just wants to put on a show.
Well, who's this? Who's this right here? Who's that guy? That black guy in the suit with the salt and pepper mustache and beard. That looked like Mayor Johnson.
None of this is about fighting crime or making Chicago safer.
Chicago officials say violent crime is down nearly 22% in the past year. Complicating Trump's plans, a federal judge ruling that Trump broke the law when he deployed troops to Los Angeles earlier this summer to quell immigration protests. U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer warning that the administration appears intent on creating a national police force with the president as its chief. Pritzker
So they wanted to create a national police force with the president. What happened?
I thought that's
Says
what
Trump.
kind of was.
That's what I'm saying. And now here he's saying, we just seen the last video. He's talking about how Trump didn't want to help the community that he so-called cares about. They wanted to set up a national police force to take care of this. They shut it down.
Just wants power.
When did we become a country where it's okay for the U.S. president to insist on national television that a state should call him to beg for anything, especially something we don't want? Have we truly lost all sense of sanity in this nation, that we treat this as normal?
Now, it's not clear when the president would try to send these troops into Chicago, but the judge in that ruling made it clear the government cannot use the military for law enforcement. And Governor Pritzker is promising he would fight this in court, Robin.
Yes, he is. And Mary.
Okay, so we got that there. All right. So what is this that he wanted help so bad, but he can't get the help? I'm confused. Maybe you understand. Is it that he just wants money? Is that what it is? He doesn't want the actual help. It's kind of like when you call your dad up and you're like, "Hey, Dad, man, I really need some money for gas so I can get to work." And then your dad is like, "All right, where you at?" "Oh, I'm at the gas station right now. Can you just send me $50?" And he's like, "Oh, what gas station you at?" "Oh, I'm at the Sefco." And your dad hop in the car, you drive up to the Sefco, you call him back, "Hey, are you gonna send the money?" "Oh, I'm pulling up right now. I'm gonna put some gas in you." "Whoa, wait. No, I just need the $50. I don't want you to put gas in my tank, Dad. Just give me the $50.
Right.
That's what that sounds like. You don't really want to get gas in your tank. You want $50 because you wanted to go buy some food, do something that you wanted to do. You didn't really want that $50 for gas. Same thing. They don't really want that money to protect their city and set up their police force properly. They don't want their streets to be clean. If their streets are clean, how are they going to make money off the jail system? How are they going to make money off of, different things like that in different programs? If their streets are clean and people are striving and doing better.
Those particular people can't because they're philosophy of grievance.
Yeah. See, so Frank said that's the way it works. The city asks for the state help and the state asks for the Fed. Yeah, the Fed money. That's the only thing they're going to ask for. The Bears left Chicago, Illinois. Exactly. And there's a reason why.
Oh, that's official?
I know why. Yeah, they left. They're gone.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's been official. They just didn't know for sure where they were going at first. But they had already, the contract ended. They didn't plan on re-signing.
I'm living through history. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Donald Trump being president is history enough alone. Like, how polarized everything is in the world.
Now, I'm sorry, what were they, 65 years in Chicago, some shit like that?
I don't even know. They always been trash to me, so I ain't ever paid attention. I don't like nothing about Chicago. I don't like the Bulls. I don't like the being the Windy City. I don't like the Bears. I don't like what they got, the Cubs out there for the baseball. I don't know. I don't even watch baseball.
That's not a good look if they're talking about economic impact in Chicago and you let the, probably the biggest economic impactor lead.
Boy, I'm talking about big money. It's a sports city. That's the type of money that turns a small town into a luxury city. That's the type of money that does. Your boy Raymond said, real question is, why don't they want the help? Oh, we know why they don't want the help. They want the money. Money.
That's the help they want.
For real. Miguel Perez says, when crimes are increased, the company, damn, I don't know why I couldn't just read just now. What the fuck? When the crimes are increased, I can read. You just wrote that wrong. All companies are leaving the blue states. Yeah, no, that's a fact. When the crime's too high, why would you want your business there getting stolen from, getting possibly vandalized. You know, you look at Chicago, it's graffiti everywhere, all through the streets, graffiti. $1 million properties, $10 million properties, $50 million properties, skyscrapers, graffiti all over.
We got that issue locally with the downtown corridor.
Yeah, bro. The homeless, man. I tell you, like, there's a whole like
bust a lot of them in.
Yeah, and then not to mention all the illegal immigrants that are sitting out there. You don't know what the hell they're gonna do. There's been rampant crime from just the illegal immigrants in Chicago. Those sanctuary cities. Frank Randall. They do make good pizza. That's the only place I can find. Man, look. I don't want their pizza. I don't want their hot dogs. I don't want their bologna sandwiches. It's just like Philadelphia. I don't give a damn about them having Philly cheesesteaks. I don't even like sauerkraut. That shit nasty. So I definitely don't want it from Chicago. Shit. I don't want it from Chicago. The only thing Chicago pizza is deep dish pizza. For real. Like, and to be real with you, I could find some better deep dish places than the ones in Chicago anyway. Down here in Texas. There's a spot in Waco. I forget the name of it. Some of the best pizza I'd ever had, man. When I remember the name, I'm going to tell you so you can hit that up next time you're out there. That's some good stuff. It's a mom and pop, too. All right, so we done talked about that a little bit. Let's get into Trump's response. Trump responded to the clown Mayor Johnson.
Tell you, that guy could be mayor of Chicago. I could be mayor of Chicago.
Boy, if that dude could be mayor of Chicago, I could be president by the time I'm 30. Shit. That's crazy. And you can't even be president until you're 35. Somehow, some way, I should be able to do it.
Hey, pull up his comment.
Let me see what he said. Who is that? Frank?
Ramos.
Oh, let me see what he said real quick though. Shoot me that name. I get up there once in a while. Frank, you in Texas, Frank? Let me know. Ramos. So with all this being said, would Trump be wrong to send the help without consent? I mean, he is the president of the United States. I personally don't think he would be wrong. I think that's what they need to do. I think that's exactly what they need to do.
Most definitely. If it was me, that wouldn't even be a question. This should be done already.
Boy.
We'd have went to court. They'd have to fight me in court after the fact.
Man, look, I would have showed you how big our National Guard if it was me. You would have seen National Guard in Chicago, Virginia, LA, DC, fucking Florida, fucking San Antonio. You would have seen them all over the country at the same time. You'd have been like, what the fuck is going on? Hey, look, I was not afraid
order
with
66 them. Like a motherfucker.
Man, you'll be having shit everywhere. You'll be like, what the fuck is going on?
Bro, I'm telling you.
Is the world ending? Why is there everybody everywhere? You'll be confused. I'd send all them dudes down in Rockport on the Gulf. Okay. Proud Texan down here. You know, I was just down South Texas and South Padre, man. You know, you forget how big Texas is until you drive across Texas. Boy, that's a far drive. That is a far drive down there.
You know your state big when you pull up a destination and it'd be like 4 hours and you're still in the state and you're nowhere near the border.
Boy, I'm telling you. That's why I was like, shit. You know, it takes like 18 hours to go from the bottom of Texas all the way to like El Paso. Like, it's crazy. Frank Randall, the governor, could call out the guard if they want to. They're in the chain of command. Takes me 5 hours to get to Louisiana. Boy, I wouldn't even go to Louisiana unless I'm flying. That's one thing. I don't like to leave a state unless I'm flying. I sure hate to drive through trees. That's
I mean,
all
tickets
you
are
see.
cheap right now, so I mean,
Man,
why
fuel
not?
prices going down.
There's nobody's
All
flying.
right,
They
let
said.
me pull up what Trump had to say about this situation here.
A busy weekend for Chicago police and first responders processing scene after scene. The Juneteenth holiday coming to a violent end on the south side. We counted over 100 shell casings near 95th and
100
Wentworth,
shell
where a drive-by
casings on
shooting left
Juneteenth.
13 people injured just after 11 o'clock Friday night. The victims between 17 and 47 years old. Saturday night, around 10:15 on the west side, an 18-year-old boy died after being shot inside a home near Quincy and Cicero. Chicago police say they recovered a gun and arrested a 17-year-old boy in that case. A little over an hour later in North Lawndale, officers were at the scene of a large gathering when they say gunshots rang out. Two 19-year-olds and an 18-year-old were shot. You can see what appears to be a bullet hole on the
Des, take a guess for me, Des. Give me a profile of these kids that was shot, that was involved in the shooting. What do you think?
Chicago?
Yeah. Where? Give me the profile. We're gonna profile real quick. What do you think it is?
Before I do that, is that a bullet hole in the police officer's vehicle? Is that what that looks like?
I think it is. They did say that they was in the area when shots went off. It might be.
I hate to take a guess at what these assailants may look like, but
you hate to be honest.
In that area, I mean, statistics and geographic statistics come into play. So I've got to go with the majority population there. The majority population at that time of night in this type of situation, history proves we're looking at a wife beater or a hoodie wearing, dark skinned young man with what they call the spider dreadlocks. The spider
dreadlocks. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go based off the location. Go based off the type of crime. You're going to get the same thing every time. I guarantee one of them is wearing a ski mask. Two of them got dreads. They both look like they could do way better.
There's going to be one with glasses. That's just a statistic.
One with glasses.
That's a statistical thing. I don't think that's a this thing. I think that's a statistic.
1 in 3 stick-up kids wear glasses.
That feels right to me. It feels right to me.
It feels right. 1 in 3 stick-up kids wear glasses. Let's see.
The hood of a CPD squad car. The violence catching the attention of President Donald Trump, who's frequently said he wants to send in the National Guard to help with crime in the city. He took to social media early Sunday morning saying in part, quote, "Lots of killing going on in Chicago. Why isn't Governor Pritzker calling me for help? I could make Chicago a safe city." And while the rain kept some people away from this Juneteenth/Father's Day violence prevention awareness celebration in Chicago Heights today, Jamon Crawford with Peacekeepers says days like this.
Hold on, bro. I'm sorry. Can you run it back? Was that like 4 or 5?
In Chicago, Father's Day.
I got you.
Observances in one. Did they blend 4 or 5 observances into one event?
Boy, I'm telling you.
Father's Day violence prevention awareness celebration in Chicago Heights today. Jamon Crawford with Peacekeepers says days like this are more important than ever.
It shows from the Inglewood neighborhood to the Austin neighborhood, all the way back to the south suburbs. All this violence has been going on over the weekend. That's why it's so essential that you have organizations.
Violence awareness.
Recent research from Northwestern University found a 31% drop in violence when they looked at more than 200 hotspots where peacekeepers are stationed.
So our day-to-day is being in hotspots where violence most likely occur. We are violent interrupters. We are there to mediate a lot of.
See, this is exactly why sometimes it's a double-sided coin, right? You got mayors like Mayor Johnson and the Governor Pritzker who don't want to help their own community, don't want to help their own environment. And that's a terrible thing because they have the power to actually help. But on the other side of the coin, it leaves citizens like this to step up and to really make a difference in their own community. And it shows what people could do if they really work together and actually want to see a difference. It shows that, especially in the Black community, that when you get together and you want to do right, you could do right. instead of always getting together to do wrong and being angry and being mad at what the other person can't do and how the government can't help you. When you get out and you actually put in the work in your own community, you start to see your own change, your own difference. And even though Chicago isn't seeing much of a difference, I'm sure in his area, in his neck of the woods, is probably looking pretty good over there. You know, at least to an extent. I'm sure he's very beloved in his community. I'm sure the young kids that do the crimes and get into the stuff, they see him and they straighten up, you know, because of respect for him, because he goes out, looks after him. You know, everybody had a guy in the community that, you know, growing up, you knew that was one of the role models in the community. When you seen him, it was like you wanted him to know that you was doing good and you're not acting up. It might have been your coach. It might have been your football coach at the school. It might have been your AAU coach that gets around the gym that everybody goes to. You know, it might have been different people. It's people like this that make the difference when the politicians don't. And it's a shame that we get these sleazebags in power instead of guys like this, the everyday citizens.
And I like that hat. That hat to me is fresh as fuck. I want one. I'm going to go on Amazon later on tonight probably and see if I can find me one of them hats. I don't know if he got that custom made or
no. That's the Lacoste. They just opened up. I think they just opened up a Lacoste down on Round Rock at the outlet. Okay, you might even be able to snag it.
I got to get that hat. I ain't gonna lie to
you.
I'm a hat guy. I've been looking at the hat the whole time. Everything you said, I'm rocking with, and I was just been sitting here waiting for that comment.
Damn, that's a fresh ass hat. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Josh, but damn, bro, that hat clean, man.
If I get one in white, oh man, it's game over right there.
Boy, they definitely probably gonna have some down there in Round Rock. Go check it out. Well, I think they have one in Round Rock. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they just opened one out there in the outlet. But you know, look it up first before you take that trip. Yeah. You know, Miguel Perez says all the Europeans and all intellectually love all the MAGA states. Way better. The tourists at the soccer games, wood cups. Yeah. The Europeans and all that, they do love MAGA because they want a leader like Trump to come in and deal with their immigration. And they understand what we're going through because they're going through a lot of what we're going through. It's happening over all of the Midwest, not just America. You know, all of the Western civilizations. Frank Randall sounds like another Saturday in Chicago. Boy, I tell you, I couldn't imagine like living in Chicago being. What's that?
I said it does, unfortunately.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine living in Chicago, wanting to do anything on a Saturday or a Friday, shit, or even a Thursday or a Tuesday. Fuck, they're gonna do it any day of the week.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Like, man, like imagine having kids and you want to take them out somewhere. Like, damn, bro, do I need to get a bulletproof wrap around my truck? God damn, just to take my kids out to the park? Miguel Perez. Then all companies will end up moving to MAGA's red states. They already coming to Texas.
Tesla
moved here. Amazon moved here. Apple's trying to move here. Everybody moving here.
Austin, Silicon Valley?
Man, and they building more shit. Austin is too packed, honestly. That's why they're doing so much construction on the roads. Austin and San Antonio, they're growing too big, too fast.
Well, they're building outside of Austin more than in the central Austin. Like
but that's what I'm saying.
All that really Austin.
Exactly, because people like to live, work, and play in the same area, you know. So they kind of bunch it all in, and that's why they're doing so much construction to the highways. Is because there's so much traffic going from Round Rock to South Austin to here to there. Because people live in one part and then work in a whole different part, you know. And that's how they're able to enjoy themselves in the community that they want to be in. And that's kind of how it works in all those big cities that are, you know, striving and profiting and doing good until it starts to get too jam-packed like California. Then you got to move to wherever side of block you're on, or New York, Chicago. So that's what I'm hoping don't happen in Austin, because I don't want to drive through that shit.
Oh my God.
Miguel said, Kami said, and say the past and present peoples are useful idiots. Yeah, the commies are coming. If NYSE moves to Dallas, Texas, we can't do we still call it the NYSE? Nope. Well, you better put a Texas stamp on it if you want to be down here. You better put a Texas stamp.
Its mediation, they're hoping, will continue bringing numbers in violence down. Amas Al-Razai, CBS News, Chicago.
We did reach out to the governor, by the way, for a response to what the president said. We have not heard back from Pritzker's office.
Of course not. Why would you hear back? Why would you hear back from him? Now to work in Austin, you have to live in San Marcos or Round Rock. That's true, because it's too crowded over there. Most of us that work, like I worked in Austin for a long time. Honestly, I work everywhere. Because I'm a contractor. So I work in Austin, Dallas, Waco, Killeen, Belton, Temple, all of it. But when I did live in Austin, I lived in Round Rock, and I did not, I would drive through Austin to get to where I needed to go to, but I was not going to live in actual Austin. Round Rock was cool, but Austin, the traffic is hectic. It's crazy. Cedar Park is cool too. I like Cedar Park.
I couldn't live in Austin.
No, not me.
Cedar Park, I can deal with Cedar Park just barely, but Austin, Houston, Dallas.
Yeah. No thanks. Can't do that. And it's so expensive out there, man. Like, even like the surrounding areas of Austin are cheaper than living in actual Austin. It's crazy because it's all the same shit. But
I think Austin, when I was looking, it was like, for one bedroom was like $2,100 or some shit like that. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. I had a 1-bedroom in Round Rock. 1 bedroom with like a little garage port, and that shit cost me $1,700. I'm like, man, it's insane. That's just way too much money to be spending on an apartment in Texas. Mm-hmm. When you can go down to a city like Waco, Killeen, Belton, and pay $1,000.
Hell, you can get a mortgage for $700.
I don't know about that no more now.
Yeah, I was looking at a few years ago. It was about $700 for a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bedroom or bathroom.
Yeah,
typical. You know what I'm saying? A 20-year-old home, shit like that. So they're out there.
Yeah, they're out there.
To pay anything, $1,200 for a 1-bedroom renting, and I can fucking try to go get a mortgage. It's fucking crazy.
If you get them a $700 a mortgage, you can go get 3 of them.
With the escrow and then property tax, you'll be paying about the same.
Yeah.
Except for at the end of this process, I own this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You can rent it out, make more money.
Exactly.
Instead of just giving it away to the next person. Miguel Perez says, learn the back roads. Yeah. Some back roads out there, but some of those back roads got too many damn sheriffs on it. Too many state troopers that like to pull people over for no reason, and I don't want to deal with them. Now all the cities are moving here. A house that was $85K 2 years ago is now $300K. That is a fact, man. Because see, when I first graduated, I was trying to get a house for like shit. I seen a house for like $60,000. I was about to buy that bitch, fix it up. Like I know some contractors and everything. I can fix this up. Nope. COVID happened. That set everything back because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't want to buy a house while everything was like that. Mm-hmm. Market was crazy. Then turn around after COVID, everybody started moving here. These houses are so expensive now. It's crazy. Frank Randall.
With
I looked at a remodel. You said what's that?
With no yards at that. You get
no yards.
Just enough to fucking walk across the front facade of your home and maybe a little side piece.
Exactly.
That's it.
And that's it. That's it. They don't build them like they used to. Frank Randall said, I looked at a remodel the other day that was tore up and they want to rent it for $1,500 a month. Man, I be seeing that all the time. And it's crazy because nobody wants to rent out something for over $1,000. It's not in really good shape. That's just the honest truth. Once it hits that $1,000 marker, we want it to be in good shape. And most people don't want to have good shape. They want to make high dollar value for low quality shit. And that's like the new thing in America. I don't know if it's because all the foreigners are getting here and so our culture is shifting. But the American way used to be about value. It used to be about, quality. It used to be about like, if this is American, this is good stuff. Now it's kind of like a gilded almost. Like we painted in gold, but really it's shit.
Right.
And
I think that speaks more to, like you said, the values. I think we value immediacy more.
Yeah. Being quicker. Right now.
Yeah, I can wait to get a good place, but this is the place that I want right now. Or this is the place that I can afford right now.
But I think because of that, or it might have even been, I think a lot of it is because you have a lot of foreigners come over here and a lot of them look at you as food. And so like, I know an Asian lady who lives here who owns like 17 different properties in our city. And she'll charge high rent prices on shit that ain't high rent. Like it's $800 per rent value and she'll charge $1,300 because what they do is they know that there's going to be times where all the places are getting taken up and you need to move. And this one is halfway decent. It's not as bad as the other ones for the same price. But because we jacked it up right here, it's sitting up here with the other ones that are all gone. So you're like, oh, this is the last one that's half decent that's not gone, but it's this amount. I guess I'll pay it. And that's how they make their money is because eventually you need a place to stay and you want something at least halfway decent. But they charge like it's in really good condition or really good stuff. But it's only halfway decent. And they know that the drop off, you ain't going to want to do that because the stuff that you're paying for that's cheaper is trash.
But that's what I was saying. With the immediacy. Those are the people they want. People who need that. It's for those people. It's not for people who have options. Clearly, it's not for people who have options.
Exactly.
You have no other option.
Exactly. It's crazy how they do it. Frank said you can have all three, or you can have it quick. My bad, I read that backwards. You can have it quick, cheap, good, but not all three. Yeah, I agree. That's something that they always say in the contractor world. I hear that all the time, and I even say it to some customers. But I don't know. You can have all three if you got the right contractor. Give me a call. But look, y'all, this was a good show, man. I told Dez I was only gonna take up an hour of his time, y'all. I appreciate everybody joining in the chat. I'm gonna answer this last comment real quick. I'll tell you what, real quick, everybody, let me know where you guys are from. I want to know what states you guys are in. If you're in Texas, let me know you're in Texas. If you're in Louisiana, if you're in New York, Chicago, I want to know where you guys are at. Miguel Perez says the commie are like, give me, but don't want ever to live, nothing, no productivity to dependency.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I could drop my prices to meet other contractors, but I'd have to drop my quality to match his too. Now, I agree. I was just joking, man.
That's ice cold. I
don't drop my prices, if I'm being honest with you. I give you a price, either you're taking that price or we could adjust the quality of work that's in here. We could adjust the material layers. We could adjust what's actually going into your build instead of, oh, let me adjust the price for something I'm not getting any value to. If you can't afford it, then maybe we need to make some adjustments in your package, But y'all, this was a great show, y'all. I appreciate you guys tapping in, staying tuned, keeping me active in the comments, y'all. I like it best when we can have a conversation together. I've been a little inconsistent with the times for the live streams. I'm gonna start getting the actual solid schedule. Things have just been so different, shaking up. Summer just started. Had to take my kids on some vacations, man. But now I'm gonna start slowing down for the summer again. doing more local things. So I'm going to get a solid schedule together again. Me and Dez are going to get together because we're going to be on here a couple times a week, every week for the most part. So we'll get a solid schedule when we're going to be going live. And then I'll have a solid schedule for me. I'll probably have that come Monday or Tuesday next week, so you guys will know and be ready for the shows. I got some merch out as well. I'm going to drop a link in the comments if you guys want to get some merch. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. Subscribe to my Unfiltered Logic or my Josh Newman on Facebook. It's half off right now. I think it's like 99 cents. You'll get a subscriber badge. Your comments will pop up first, as well as I'm going to start dropping some behind-the-scenes content on there, as well as dropping the receipts because we like to know about the receipts. So I'm going to start dropping receipts in that subscriber channel so you guys can be able to see it because a lot of people talk about this happened, that happened, this happened, but nobody ever backs it up with receipts. So y'all check it out. Go ahead, subscribe. I think it's 99 cents. I have it half off right now. Des, what you got going on right now?
Nothing in particular. I'm going to sit down and start writing some stuff as far as like content and whatnot. Other than that, just it's the series going. Right now I'm talking about how we're nothing as a no thing. The last episode I did is doing pretty good. So I'm going to keep that series going. And tonight, haven't heard from the guy about the discussion tonight, but we can still have it with me and you and another guy that I'm going to be inviting into the discussion. I think it's going to be a good one tonight. And just working with you some more. And then got the daily content been dropping. Got the music out right now. Got a couple albums. Supposed to be getting together this new album. I dropped the ball on that one, but I'm going to drop that one a little earlier than a little early, a little late at the same time. So that's
okay.
Got some projects going on. Yes, so subscribe to Karmicdez for the whole world of Karmicdez and the whole breadth of everything I do, and you'll see individual playlists that can direct you to. Like if you like just the skits, you'll get that. If you like just the podcast series, you can just go down that route. So everything's kind of organized for you. That's what I got.
Definitely. Y'all go check my boy out, man. If you're the type of person who likes to think on a little bit more higher level, if you're not the type of person that just sees things on the surface, you're gonna like his content, man. You're gonna be able to really get that breakdown of your mentality, So check him out. He knows what he's talking about, man. Y'all check him out. We had a good show here, y'all. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate you hopping on here today, Dez.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. And hopefully Mayor Johnson gives us something else to talk about next week.
Oh, he will. He will.
Oh, he will, most definitely.
He's consistent.
Facts. I'm going to get into your last comment, Miguel, and then I'm off. Miguel Perez, all those taxations are moving up to all the citizens plus the others' humanity. That's a fact. All right. Lastly, we going to head out. You can hop off at any time. I'm just going to play this song, see everybody out, let them drop their last comments.
I don't need your liberal bullshit in my brain. America's a big place, plenty of room to breathe. Clocking in early, I just wanna eat. Got kids at the table, bills on repeat. I don't need a sermon, I need groceries. News yelling more, Twitter yelling sent. Everybody talking, nobody clocking in. I ain't trying to say the world with a sign and a tweet. I'm trying to keep lights on, gas in the Jeep. Don't need your labels, don't need your fight. I love this country, I love my life. Keep it think pieces out my face tonight. I'm busy building, I'm busy right. America's beautiful, now stay the fuck out my way. I just wanna feed my kids, see a brighter day. I don't need your liberal bullshit in my brain. I want peace, a paycheck, and a little bit of rain. Yeah, America's beautiful, leave me alone. Let me work, let me live, let me make it home. They argue in circles, I'm stuck in a line. prices go up, but the talk stay high. Minded every problem solved with a hashtag parade. Still can't tell me why rent double this way. I ain't scared of opinions, I'm tired of noise. I ain't your enemy, I'm employed. I don't wanna clap, chant, kneel, or comply. I wanna grill on Sunday and sleep at night. I mind my business, I pay my dues. I teach my kids how to pick and choose. Freedom means I don't gotta agree with you. Respect means you don't gotta preach me too. America's beautiful, now stay the fuck out my way. I don't wanna feed my kids, see a brighter day. I don't need your liberal bullshit in my brain. I want peace, a paycheck, and a little bit of rain. Yeah, America's beautiful, leave me alone. Let me work, let me live, let me make it home. I don't need a savior, I need a shot at a fair damn chance, that's all I got. Keep the lectures, keep the shame, I keep the hammer, I keep the flame. Built by hands, not a comment section. Life ain't solved by online correction. America's beautiful, now stay the fuck out of my way. I don't wanna feed my kids.
Ain't no capping in my logic, this that real talk. From the south with a grind on.